What's going on, guys? We're pulling out the big guns on XDefiant today. The open beta's out. We're gonna check it out. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing well. Look at this. It's been real tough. What are you playing on? PC. Trying to get the dub. Can't even get to square one here. XDefiant's a work in progress, I'll tell. Let's try to get in, please. Fingers crossed. Let's get some dubs. Honestly, my hopes are not very high. I don't know how this could possibly be a CoD Killer on our hands. It was pretty good. I feel like Overwatch players are going to love it. Overwatch players are going to love it. I don't trust Overwatch players. What's all these abilities? See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm a little concerned about all the abilities. I'm not a big abilities guy. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, I die because of a fucking spider. Dude, my teammates are so bad every game. It's insane. So crazy. Getting that triple and capping? I mean, come on. You can't even contest that. Yeah. Oh. I'll put out a little healing action. Fuck it. I don't have any bullets in this gun. Whew! Let's get it. I had the most score and we lost, bro. That's crazy, dude. Look at that. 40 and 25. Come on. We're dropping 40 bombs out here. We're dropping 40 bombs and we're pretty much top of the leaderboard every single game. I don't know what else to say, man. Imagine if I was partied up with people. Imagine if the boys were on. It'd be a done deal. Every lobby. I'm downloading it now. Yeah, man, get it. You know, it's pretty fun. This is pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's tough though. You know, it's not an easy game. There's a lot of there's more mechanics than COD for sure, as far as the abilities you have to learn and how that ecosystem works. There's advanced movement. There's sliding. There's jumping. It's very fast paced. You gotta have great reaction time for certain. It's crazy. I'm carrying this fucking hard and my team is still throwing. It's just a little sus. It just does not make much sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Puts down a fucking overshield at her feet so that she doesn't die and I don't get the 4-piece. That's bullshit, dude. That's where the hero abilities come in, where I just go, that's corny, dude. That's corny as hell. You know what I mean? Like, you should have lost that gunfight fair and square. But no, you get bailed out by a fucking corny ass hero ability. I don't respect it. Those numbers I was putting up in a third game on, I'm getting warm. Look at that score differential. Almost 8K? 8K? And the number 2's only got 5? I mean, what are we doing here, guys? What are we talking about right now? I like that game type, the kill confirmed ripoff. Would I love to play as Sam Fisher? Of course. It sucks that the meta character, or that seemingly the character that suits my playstyle, let's put it that way, looks not cool. That doesn't look cool. Everyone else looks cooler than me. We're gonna try to main slay him out of there and see what we. Oh, that one! Did you see that spray and pray? Oh man, that's embarrassing. Right on stream. Gosh. Oh gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Saw me sweeping my oh, he lived with 1 HP. When I'm in that mood lately for a fast twitch shooter, lately I've been booting up like Quake 3 from the 90s. This might be a better pick. This might be a more relevant pick for sure. So we'll see. But I'm liking what I'm seeing for the most part. Like I said, those hero abilities though, it's a little annoying. Like, I was on that absolute maniac tear earlier and I ended up getting killed by because I was trying to focus on not getting blown up by a spider or whatever the fuck that was. That stuff's a little annoying, of course, but at the same time, there's no kill streaks, it seems, so it's kind of a give and take there. At least it's just that ability. and nothing else. In current COD, you have your kill streaks and you have your equipment, your DDoS ability, your blah 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 blah, you know, all these different things. So at least that way it's a lot more dependent on you outperforming as opposed to depending on, you know, a chopper gunner to get you 50 kills. Oh, come on, the whole team. My whole team's crouching behind a corner, not pushing up. That's helpful. Dude, just shoot him. Oh my god. Oh, why did my teammates sell me like that? These guys keep selling me like I'm fucking 2 for 1 right now. 50% off. Buy one, get one free. Oh. From downtown with the MP5. From downtown. That's why I'm the hotshot. What the fuck? Check that out. Who's at the top now? On a map I've never played before. We know the score. I don't see that hazmat guy up there. That's weird. Huh, that's weird. XDefiant. X gon' give it to you. Interesting game. It's pretty fun. It's a marathon, not a sprint when you're doing a game as a service, you know what I'm saying? Do they have the good ideas to keep people interested and engaged for more than 2 weeks after the game comes out? Game as well. Oh, come on, buddy. It's the amount of health players have is, it just feels like a lot, or at least how the damage and health works with each other. 2v1s do look crazy on here. Yeah, man, like it's tough. I mean, hey, look, top of the scoreboard pretty consistently, almost another 40 bomb. Fucking, I choked the 1 kill. Let's get it. Wrong grind from Black Ops 2 again. We're on a kill streak. I don't know where the fuck that guy came from. How does this work exactly? Oh, so your faction also... Oh, so you can change your character. That's cool. There's no customization, it seems like, which is unfortunate. I guess your faction probably dictates your announcer that you get, too. Character doesn't appear on minimap. Oh, that seems pretty good, actually. Ew. Ew, they got the shields. We don't need that. These guys are pretty gimmicky. These guys must be really bad because I've never seen anyone play them. Enemies from using their ability. Ugh. Ooh, they got a whole faction with Sombra kit. That's crazy, man. All right, we're on defense, or are we pushing it? Keep the enemy from escorting. Okay. I probably did not do the right thing here. Probably pushed up way too far. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh, I can't shoot into their spawn. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that. So now it's down here. Okay. The damage. Respawn times are longer in this mode too. Definitely a slower paced mode, which is nice. It's you know, that's refreshing. And it definitely allows you to... I can't shoot in there. Yeah, this is definitely some Overwatch vibes right here in a really good way. This is not quite as, you know, close and slow as, oh my god, as a Overwatch match of payload would be, but it is still, you know, the pacing is still much different in a good way. The body blocking is so bad. I don't know why they would have that. Everybody loves body blocking from your teammates. Like Overwatch, dude, that some of these abilities are really fucking annoying. I mean, it's nice that spider doesn't insta-kill you and it only impedes your vision. It only Mario Kart inks your screen. But it's still a little gimmicky and annoying. I just, like, some of these hero abilities, I'm just not a huge fan of that type of stuff. Call me old school. And, you know, it's interesting, there's no UAVs. It's like you have to have one of those echelon characters on your team to have a UAV type ability being popped for vision on your team. You know, so it kind of matters the synergy of the team and what everyone's playing. Level 10. The music just like abruptly stops. It's so weird. Maybe it's a bug. Maybe that's not intentional. No, 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 no. Wow, that impedes my mobility so fucking much. That's crazy. XDefiant turned out to be a way more fun game than I expected it to be. It is a absolute fast-paced Twitch shooter, arena, FPS, all the action, all the glory, the fact that there's potentially no SBMM, the fact that it seems to reward individual skill, the fact that it does not shy away from showing players how good or how bad they do. It's an intense game, and it's not going to be the easiest for casual players to jump right into and do amazing at. Even if you're decent at CoD, this game has a lot more mechanics in it than, you know, a game like Call of Duty, as far as the fact that this is some sort of hybrid between an arena FPS and a hero shooter. You know, there's different characters, and each character has different abilities. Different characters definitely seem already, at least in the beta, more viable than others, but Ubisoft has had experience before balancing complex ecosystems like this with Rainbow Six Siege, another game as a service FPS, blah. So they have experience, at least in this field, though this game is a lot more faster paced, and I don't think it actually is going to require as much fine tuning and intricate balancing as a game like Rainbow Six Siege does, where little deviations can make a world of difference in the outcome of things. I don't think it's as much the case here. I think that they'll be able to have a little bit more fun with it. They do seem to really be trying to make sure that the different character abilities are not super invasive, are not super overpowered, are not super annoying. There's like this spider ability, for example. The fact that it impairs mobility and vision instead of just outright insta-killing them, like maybe a CoD kill streak would in the same sense, shows that these developers are trying to make it so that, you know, these abilities are not really frustrating, and they're not going to just give people free kills. They're trying to balance them out and make them not super invasive and annoying to play against, and I do respect that. The different game modes are pretty fun. It's cool to see that, you know, I get to play hardpoint and kill confirmed and domination, while also being able to play a game mode like payload, which is a wildly different experience, a wildly different pace, and feels a lot more Overwatch like than the rest of the game. You know, so you can have your faster paced Twitch shooting arena stuff, and you can also have your slower paced, more methodical payload type game types. And, you know, I'm sure they're going to include more game types down the line as well with future updates. You could only hope. That is ultimately my biggest concern with this game. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to be a CoD killer, it's going to be this, that. Look, the only way this game could ever possibly hope to be a CoD killer, it's not about how this game releases at launch. It's about how they continue to upgrade it, how they continue to update it and keep up with it and keep players engaged and wanting to return and keep playing. Is there going to be enough content to satiate players for a long period of time and keep them online? Or is this going to be a game that falls out of fashion after 2 weeks and doesn't get kept up with well enough and everything like that? You know, it really is contingent on Ubisoft's upkeep of the game and the content they're going to be rolling out to tantalize players to return. There's definitely some opportunities here with XDefiant. I think that there's a large interest in the game, which is evidenced by the fact that they've had massive server issues all day today as the open beta started today. It was hard earlier during peak times to find matches and to get into matches and to stay on, because the servers were just getting a little overloaded by all the players. So that means that there's going to be more eyes on the game when it releases, and so it's going to be even more paramount that they fully polish that release build so that everyone's first impression officially of the game is not a broken, unfinished mess with lack of content and bugs and bad optimization and everything like that. I don't think that's going to be the case here. I think that they've made a lot of smart decisions as far as especially optimization. They went with a more basic art style where you're going to be able to run this game on a plethora of different rigs and, you know, console, all pretty stable. This is not a super graphically intense game. I was running it at ultra. It doesn't look amazing. It's not the most beautiful game in the world, and it definitely has like a more slimmed down basic art style. In this case, where a lot of these games lately have been releasing buggy and with optimization issues on PC and frame rate issues and everything like that, I think this is maybe the smartest decision with where we're at right now in terms of tech and hardware, to just say, you know, we're going to keep it simple and we're just going to make sure the game works for everybody, and it's going to be free to play, so we want to make it as accessible as possible. I think that was a smart decision, and I think that's in stark contrast to the hard drive tax that the newest Call of Duty will make you pay, you know, 100 plus gigabytes just to play their one game. Like, that's pretty insane. Here you have a 29 gigabyte game and it works right out of the box. You know, it's not a huge footprint in your hard drive. I think if they can get the server issues figured out and get that streamlined and fixed for launch, I think it'll be a good launch. It really matters how they keep up with it moving forward. If they keep pushing out content the way they need to be. We saw what happens with a free-to-play multiplayer game. Look, even if it's free, people will not stick around if you're not putting out content. We saw that with Halo Infinite, and it killed that game effectively. A lot of people did not come back once, you know, a year went by and finally the features that they wanted started getting added to the game that should have been there at launch. People aren't going to stand for that. People aren't sticking around for that. So that being said, XDefiant needs to deliver both at launch in terms of polish and optimization, but they also need to deliver then thereafter with, you know, constant content updates that keep people coming back. So I hope it goes well for XDefiant. I don't think it's going to be a COD killer, because I also don't think the audience overlaps 100% there. I think because this is a hero shooter hybrid, it's going to turn some people off. I myself am not a huge fan of the hero abilities and all that. I like it in Overwatch because that's kind of its thing. I don't really want hero shooter mechanics in every single first-person shooter I play. So it being present in XDefiant, I think if it gets any more complicated, if it gets any more invasive in terms of the abilities and how overpowered they are and how much they will decide an engagement going well or not for you, you know, in a 1v1 situation, if you're constantly losing because of these abilities, that would be annoying. That would be the line for me. But I really don't get that sense. I didn't experience that much with XDefiant. I felt like I was able to swiftly outplay my opponents regardless of the abilities that we had at our disposal as far as the hero shooter mechanics. You know, it really did still come down to reflexes, gun skill, all these different things, a lot more than it did the abilities to make it or break it. So a good host of game modes that it's offering, pretty much all copying from Call of Duty and Overwatch, but it's cool to see. It really could have some legs, more than I thought, but they really just got to keep up with it, support the game after launch in the right way, and listen to the community feedback and really take their time and make sure they do this right, because they really could have something here. I'm not a big Rainbow Six Siege fan. I hope they learned a lot from Rainbow Six Siege of how to keep a first-person shooter live service going, because I think they've done a good job. It has a really dedicated community of people that, you know, return to that game all the time. But I think this could be capturing another portion of the market that is, you know, like me, not as big on the type of gameplay that Siege offers. It's a little too slow, so they're going in the complete other direction of the spectrum, and we're getting something super fast-paced, super skill-intensive as far as that individual, you know, those reflexes, that twitch shooting, capturing that market as well. But I don't think every single COD fan is going to come over here and immediately be super warm to XDefiant, because it's a bit of a different beast than just run and gun. There's some more mechanics at play there. There's some more things that you need to learn. Overall, XDefiant, pretty fun. I've enjoyed my time playing it. I am excited for the release. We'll see how it goes. I wish Ubisoft the best of luck. They're spread pretty thin right now. I mean, they're releasing a lot of games this year, next year. Huge titles, ambitious titles. I hope they can pull it through. Check out my most recent 2 videos to see what else Ubisoft's been cooking up, because they've been hitting up Star Wars Outlaws and also Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, 2 very ambitious open world large scope games. I kind of break those down and talk about my feelings on those games and how I think that's going to go. Ubisoft's got a lot of buns in the oven right now, and I really hope they can deliver on every front. But when you're spread this thin, sometimes you got to cut corners. Sometimes you got to make some tough decisions and leave some stuff on the cutting room floor. I really hope that they make those decisions wisely and they come out on top on this one, because look, if we get 3 really great games out of it, Avatar, Star Wars, XDefiant, if we get great games out of it, hey, I'm a fan. I'm on board. I hope Ubisoft comes through. They haven't always come through in the past, but I hope they do this time. Thanks so much for watching the stream. Thanks so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for everyone hanging out and chatting. Shout out to Carrie Lockhart. You're the real one. We'll see you on the next one.